So as I mentioned in the AI blog update video, the time has come, or what I'm going to call step one, to move the blog from GrooveBlog over to WordPress. So right now inside of Groove, this is my Groove dashboard. I'm inside of GrooveBlog. This is Universe Unriddled. This is my AI blog. Now there are a few things that need to happen for the blog to go from GrooveBlog to WordPress. Domain name, and then we need to worry about actually moving the blog post over. But today I want to focus on the WordPress theme and the WordPress plugins, and generally just getting the WordPress environment set up. Now, one of the things that I need to do is address that on the site, and let me move the URL bar down here a little bit so you can see it, universeunriddled.com. The categories, and down here in the left-hand corner is labeled categories. So universeunriddled.com/categories/astronomy basics. But if I click on a post, that post is going to load up here. And that's why I brought up the URL bar, universeunriddled.com/post, and then the name of the post. So what I need to do is make sure that all the posts are under post. Now that information is inside of GrooveBlog under settings. And under settings, you have the settings for your blog inside of GrooveBlog. They went with post, and then they have tag for the tag URL. These are the slugs. Then you have the categories URL or the slug of categories. I left it at the defaults, but instead of trying to do any kind of redirects or get anything messed up when it comes to my links and what Google has indexed right now, I'm going to go ahead and match that up on WordPress with that information. And then one quick note also while we're here in GrooveBlog, there is an import listings. So this would be great if I was moving from WordPress to GrooveBlog, but you notice they don't have any way to export the blog post as I mentioned in the update video. So I'm going to have to move those over or scrape those. And again, I have that on my list here, but I'm just going to focus on the WordPress stuff that I need to get done. And to do that, I'm going to go into my SiteGround account and I'm going to use a temporary domain. So I'm going to go ahead and select that option. It's going to give me a free temporary domain name here. So effectively I can build this and stage a WordPress site or stage everything, get everything configured along with the theme and the plugins, move the blog post over, and then do all the other things that would be required, like move the domain name and then re-authenticate the Google property when I move it over from WordPress or when I move it from GrooveBlog over to WordPress. So we'll go ahead and continue here. That'll move me into the next stages: start a new site, install a new application, or migrate a site, or you could simply skip and create an empty site. We'll go ahead and select to install an application, and it's going to bring up the application. In this case, WordPress. We'll select that. That is selected. Then we need to set up some login details. So of course we can log in and then manage the WordPress site or the WordPress application that's going to be installed. So I'll go ahead and put in my email address and my password and select continue. Here, this is going to give you Site Scanner. This is an additional cost. I'm going to skip that and go ahead and select finish. Here you can see it's creating my site. Please wait. It takes less than 2 minutes to complete the website creation. This is SiteGround doing the WordPress install for me in the background, so that'll all get set up. Now, once that's installed, the first thing I'm going to do is put the theme on, and then I'm going to install one WordPress plugin while you're here with me, and we'll take care of that. But this is the WordPress theme that I decided to go with. I really like the way it looks, and it really matches what I currently have over on GrooveBlog. Sort of this magazine layout, I think, is what I'm really going for. I just like the ability to have the title at the top and my categories, and then each of my blog posts with the imagery, especially because my blog specifically is about space, or, you know, the universe and the unriddled or the riddles of the universe. So the imagery is rather important to me, or the images, you know, they stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that layout. So I'm going to install that theme, and to get that theme, you just scroll down here and you click download Spiel, and that will download the zip file that will upload to the WordPress install, and that will install a theme, and then we need to customize it. So we're back to SiteGround. You can see it's still taking, or it's still creating the site. One quick note, if I wasn't doing this and showing you everything step by step, sort of trying to pull back the curtain and show you everything that I'm doing, this wouldn't take me as long because I wouldn't have to record this video and edit it. I'm not going to do too much editing, but I do need to blur out some information that I'm going to have here, like the domain, because I don't want you to be able to access it. Also my credentials, all that kind of stuff, but also just the process of clicking and waiting and then looking at the screen and then saying, okay, what do I want to convey to you here in the video, other than just doing the work that needs to be done. Because simply to move the blog from one host to another, no matter if it was WordPress to WordPress or any other platform, in this case, GrooveBlog over to WordPress, there's just work that needs to be done. There's tasks that need to be accomplished. I'm going to show those or share those with you here on this video or in this video and future videos as I do all this work, but also want to let you know that if you want to join me in this adventure of creating your own AI blog, I do have an offer, link in the description. You can check that out where I'll go ahead and set all this up for you, as well as create your first 20 blog posts utilizing AI and then turn over a full site for you to join me in this AI adventure of blogging and see how creating a traffic source can change everything for you when you build everything according to a proven strategy. Of course, that's my top strategy. Now we're back. We're all set. Here you can see the website domain. Of course, I have that blurred out, like I said, because I don't want you to be able to access this or anyone else. But you can see here now I can view my site. I can access the WordPress admin, or I can go to site tools. At this point, I want to go ahead and log into the WordPress admin dashboard and install a theme and that one plugin that I want to show you before we wrap up this video. All right, so here you can see it says, welcome to your WordPress site. And also SiteGround has given us a little other information here as they walk us through this step-by-step process of installing WordPress. We know that learning WordPress takes time. To give you a jumpstart, we prepared a quick customization wizard that will assist you in choosing the design and functionality to your site in a few easy steps. You could click that and start now, but we're just going to go ahead and exit the wizard because I don't want any of that stuff. I want to get straight into the WordPress dashboard. All right, so here we are inside of the WordPress dashboard. Before we do anything, I want to come up here and show you if I was to come to my WordPress and visit the site. This is the default theme and the default information or data that's been put into the site. So we have all that information, but we're going to upload our new theme. That's the Spiel theme that we downloaded. And this is the first step that I want to take is come under Appearance, under Themes. And here you'll see the default themes, 2024, 2023, 2022. We want to add a new theme. We'll go ahead and click Add New Theme. Here you can see there are some recommended themes. You can browse the WordPress directory. Actually, I'm just going to click Upload Theme and choose the file because I downloaded it directly from WordPress.com. It's going to open up my file manager. I'm going to click the zip file, click Open. It's going to put that here and it's going to say Upload Your Theme. And then I just need to click Install Now. Now, once that theme is uploaded and installed, you can see it is still not the default. We're going to go ahead and activate it. You could do a live preview. I'm just going to go straight ahead and activate it, and then we're going to see what we get after we activate that theme. Basically, the idea here is to activate the theme. It's going to go and change the entire layout of what's in there already, the default blog posts that have been installed with that 2024 theme, and then we're going to take a look at it, and of course, we're going to delete all that, and then we're going to set all that up. And those are going to be other videos, but you can see here that now that theme is the default. If we were to, again, go back and visit our site, you can see here our theme has changed, My WordPress sample page. Here are latest trending and the categories. Of course, this doesn't look anything like what we saw over at WordPress.com because we will need to customize that and make sure that our images and our titles and everything is laid out to represent this layout. And this site doesn't have anything on it yet, but we have our theme installed. The next thing I want to do in this video is go to installed plugins. Take a look at what we have installed. We have the default SiteGround plugins. Those are the ones we want. And we want to make sure that we don't get too plugin heavy here. Right now, the only other plugin I want to install, and I'm going to click Add New Plugin to install this one before we get started because I want to set everything up and make sure that this is configured from the very beginning. And I'll walk through this plugin and all the settings after I get it installed because I don't want this step one video to be too long. I just want this to be about what it's going to take initially to build out the WordPress on your hosting and then set everything up and see that you install the default theme. It doesn't look anything like what we saw when we looked at the example because the example is a nice, bright, shiny example of exactly the way they want it to look when it's at its end state, but we'll get there. But if you go back to add plugins, we're going to come over and we're going to search for all-in-one SEO. And we're going to go ahead and go with this all-in-one SEO, the best WordPress SEO plugin, easily improve SEO rankings and increase traffic. This is going to take care of all the little SEO odds and ends in there. And I'm going to go ahead and install that now. You can see there it installed it. Then you need to click activate. Then once you click activate, that's going to redirect you back to the installed plugins. You can see now we have the all-in-one SEO, the free version. Of course, you can upgrade to Pro. And this is going to take care of things like the XML sitemap, SEO for custom post types, SEO for blogs, all that good stuff. It's going to take care of the SEO, hence the name All-in-One SEO. You get the point. At this point, there are SEO settings. If you click SEO settings, it will take you into the plugin, into the settings that you need to configure for the plugin itself. We'll definitely take a look at all that in future videos. I just wanted to show you so you get an idea of all the things that will need to be configured so you can say, okay, this is something I'm definitely going to have to set aside some time because these are the tools and the technology, and I'm definitely going to need the time to make sure I understand these tools and the technology when it comes to SEO. Even with this plugin, it's all in one. It's all essentially done for you. There's just a few things that you want to check on, check off, set up best practices, and configure for your site. And of course, I'll show you all those settings as we walk through this case study. But at this point, I just want to show you inside of the plugin. And like I said, here are all the settings inside of the All-in-One SEO plugin. You have your dashboard, general settings, your search appearance, social network, site maps, link assistant, redirects, local SEO, SEO analysis, search statistics tools, feature manager, and about us, and of course, the ability to upgrade to pro. Most of your stuff is going to be using this wizard, and we're going to launch that wizard and set that up. Again, like I said, we'll set all this stuff up, and we'll walk through all those settings as we move forward, but that is the plugin that I wanted to show you. So at this point, we have our theme installed. It's ugly. We got a lot of setup to do, but let's go back to general settings. One of the settings I wanted to show you is under settings. It's under reading. Actually, not under reading, actually under permalinks. I want to go under permalinks, and here's where I want to set up the custom structure for the domain name and then the name of the post, which was post. So we'll go ahead and we will change this, and we will say it is called post. So this will be where our posts are, and then our category base. If you like, you may enter custom structures for your categories and tag URLs. Again, our category base and our tag base. If we were to go back to Groove, the tag base was tag. So for our tag, we want it to be tag. For categories, it was called categories. So we'll set categories tag, and then we'll set our custom structure for post because it was hostname universeunriddled.com/post/ and then the name of the post. We'll go ahead and save those changes. So here you can see we have an error already starting off in my adventure here because I was going to use this post as the post blog URL. I was going to, or my plan here was under this, was to set the custom structure to post, but it's telling me a structured tag is required when using custom permalinks. Here you can see we have year, month num, day, hour, minute, second, post ID, post name, category. If I change it to post ID, let's back this up, delete that, and just set that to post name, or let's uncheck that. Here, set the post name, which would be this one, which would be the name of the post. But again, like I said, under Groove, we have it set to post. So if we were to go back to Universe Unriddled here, and we were to click on this post, you can see the structure is /post. I think what I can do is, I think I can go here, and I can go ahead and just go under post name. It'll give me the name of the post, and then maybe I can append it somewhere else in another section. I have to do a little more research on that. We'll go ahead and save those changes. Now that error should go away because we set it to post name. And yeah, the permalink structure has updated. So now if we were to go back to our WordPress blog and we were to refresh that, we don't have any posts yet, but let me bring that back down. And we don't have any category set. So we don't have anything set up yet, but this is just something I wanted to show you. At this point, I was going to go with this same structure. Again, let me bring this URL bar down here to show you that it was domain name /post and then the name of the post. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to see what that looks like. Let me go real quick and look at all post. Doesn't look like there's anything there. So what we'll do real quick is we'll just create a test post and see what this looks like. And then I may have to do some research on this one to see exactly what needs to be done to mirror that up. Then if it can't be done, then I'll have to set up 100 redirects to make sure that all of those are redirected, that universeunriddled.com /post, the name of the post. I'll just have to make sure that that redirect is there temporarily until everything can get worked out to make sure I don't lose any link juice on that. I think that will do it, or that'll solve the problem, or it may wipe everything out completely. And you may see that everything that I've done to this point for all that traffic and all those impressions, may get completely wiped out and everything will have to be re-indexed, and then the traffic will have to pick back up. Maybe that will happen. We'll see. And again, that's why I'm making this video and doing this case study, so you can really see what happened with the decision to go with GrooveBlog was really just to test out GrooveBlog, and then to think, well, now when I want to move that, and it's not just GrooveBlog, really, it's anything other than WordPress, or if you do something weird inside of WordPress, and then you want to migrate it to another WordPress site, and someone says, well, a best practice is to do it this way. Then there are all these little things you have to do in that migration or that move. So we're going to take a look at those. We're going to see what we need to do, and we'll see if we can overcome that. Now we're back in here. This is the Gutenberg editor, the block editor. We'll go ahead and cancel out of that, and we'll just go ahead and add in a new post test, and then we will go ahead and type in test. And then over here, you can see under post, public, immediately, single post. Here you can see the URL, and we'll go ahead. Down here is the all-in-one SEO. This plugin here, or all this information you see here, is from the all-in-one SEO plugin. It takes care of all that, so you can see like the SERP preview, your post title, your meta description, all this stuff, focus keywords. You're going to be able to set all that stuff up with your all-in-one or AIO SEO settings, all-in-one SEO plugin settings. But we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to publish this, and we are going to see what this looks like on our blog after we get it published. Here you can see it's updating. So it's going to update that. Then we'll be able to go back and see our test blog. We'll go ahead and click a view post. That will open up our post right there. And if I scroll down, you can see here, like I said, the host name and then the / here. And it's just new post test, which isn't going to work for me because I wanted it to be /post / astronomy books for beginners. Again, like I said, this wouldn't exist if it wasn't on GrooveBlog. So it may just re-index it, and we may just start over from scratch. I may have to add some redirects, 301, whatever redirects, to utilize the link juice that's in what's indexed right now in Google for the temporary move until everything gets re-indexed. We'll take a look at that if I can't get that set up. And just to keep this clean to move forward, I may just go ahead and do that for the 100 posts and see what happens. And probably at this point, that's my decision, is to just go ahead and go with what is the default. Because if you go back to WordPress and go back to that dashboard and then go back down to settings, back down to permalinks, where we were looking at setting up that URL structure, it literally says here, select the permalink structure for your website, including the postmark tag that makes links easier to understand and can help your post rank higher in the search engines. Now, whether or not that is true and can help your post rank higher in the search engines, but it is the default. It's also what's recommended. So we'll see if we can do that. I may be able to do this and add that in like that. And let me see if I can save that change, if it'll take that versus what I was doing a second ago. I don't know if all these, oh yeah, permalink structure updated. I was thinking that it needed to be a variable or could just be /post / without that variable. But now that I've updated that, let's go back to WordPress. Let's go ahead and refresh this and see what this looks like on our sample site here. And then here you can see now I've added this test post. Of course, I don't have any imagery or any images or anything like that. You know, it's just a test post that I put in here. And now you can see right here in the video, I actually did what I wanted to do. No research needed. Domain name /post / the name of the post, or as we set it up here under the permalink structure, it is /% postmark post name %, which is the available tag. So now we are good to go. Our post is now set up, or our site is now set up. We have our temporary domain /post new post test, and it's going to match up nicely with universeunriddled.com. No need to worry about it need to be re-indexed or any kind of redirection or anything like that. And we got that set up. And that is what I wanted to show you in this video for the step 1 first update. We got a lot to cover. We got a lot to learn together when we do this. And I wanted to show you, pull back the curtain and show you all the things that I'm going to be doing, setting it up so you can see exactly what is involved to get this traffic source set up. Because with the proven top strategy, we need traffic first, then we need to offer. Then we're going to look at adding people to an email list. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments, or any hints about setting up WordPress that you know work for you and work really well that you'd like me to know. I'd appreciate it if you leave that in the comments too. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.